Today we build and defend for Raptoria yet again. Glory to Raptoria. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to an update look at Stellar Warfare, a game we took a look at a few months ago, and the developer is doing a great job of listening to community feedback and adding new features that everybody's long awaited, and of course that they plan to add since the beginning. It's good to see you all back, as the game has expanded multiplayer and single player. Now a fleet editor. I'll show some footage of some awesome invasion and different types of battle footage, as well as the editor that allows you to build ships of your dreams, similar to like Star Wars or Star Trek. Maybe not in appearance, but you can try to create something that is similar to your playstyle. This is a base building real-time strategy game that allows you to harvest materials from space, build a base, and then of course build ships from that. So if you've played Red Alert, if you've played maybe Command & Conquer of any type, then you know exactly what to expect here. StarCraft and the like, except we're in space. And we're on a 3D plane, so we can kind of build a base in as somewhat of a ball and then send ships out and defend. And really, it's a great invasion simulator. Invasion is coming. You need to get your space station and your base built, and then the enemy will battle you in waves, and it's really cool. There's also an endless mode too, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and jump into some single player, and eventually know that there's some multiplayer too, some background story to the game, and again, that sweet fleet editor is there. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you click tab below and destroy that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. You must turn on that bell, otherwise you're missing out on videos. Alert! Susan and the gang are making sure you're not watching videos on mini channels, so make sure you turn that bell on. It's all part of the new gimmick and algorithm that if you don't have the bell, you're pretty much not going to see a lot of the channels that you sub to. Maybe most, but not all. Thanks again for smashing like, and of course, also becoming members. You guys are awesome, and I just greatly appreciate your support, as we're almost to 1 million Raptorians. Now let's celebrate with another look at Stellar Warfare. Let's jump into some single player and build our base for Raptoria. Let's go! So there's kind of a skirmish mode where the AI will build a base and compete against you, and in this mode, this is a little different. A wave mode, eventually the enemy will send more and more ships until we either survive the total number of waves or until we're obliterated, which is more than likely going to happen. We'll set everything to standard. This is the basic mode here. In fact, I don't know if there's any way. Yeah, I can't even adjust the difficulty if I try. But again, this is just kind of a prototype until the AI is improved to add more stuff. I'd rather have more features than a more vicious AI, because first we want tools to fight them, and then we actually want to bring the fight to them. Ooh, look, we cloned our cursor. All right, we're going to start here and start building our beautiful base. Wonderful. So this is our shipyard, where we'll be building everything that we need in order to defeat the enemy. So welcome aboard to the Raptoria here. This is our main base used for ship construction. The owner can build and near it and generates power. We can also build further away if we have something called, I think, is it called the Surveyor, I think it is? Yeah, the first ship here, Surveyor. We can build refineries away from our base, although we'll have to defend them with turrets and such. So let's go ahead and get started by building a little bit of an economy here. We first want to start with our power plant, and we can move things in a 3D plane like that. It's pretty cool. Up and down and left and right, just so it's kind of more understandable. There's really no up or down or whatnot in space, but this kind of helps you to engage the enemy, so that way if you're bringing a ship in and you're like 1,000 meters or 1,400 meters below, you know you might need to get a little closer for some weapons because you're still further away. All right, let's build our power plant there. We're also going to build ourselves a, let's see if we can build something else here. Maybe a, actually we should probably build a surveyor at some point. Unlocks, we can unlock a ton of different equipment and different types of ships, and again, anything that we've made would be listed here too if we bring it along. We can save and share our designs too, I'm sure, on the workshop, complete. Or at least that should be a feature that'll be added soon, and that'll be really good to be able to basically take something that you've made and share it with somebody else, and vice versa. Let's go ahead and do a refinery. We need to get some metal too. There's an asteroid over there that we can actually mine from, so let's build our refinery a little close to it. In fact, maybe we'll do it between these two for when this one runs out. So we'll put the refinery there, and so then we can get some ships going to go over to that refinery. This game really reminds me a lot of maybe Supreme Commander or Total Annihilation, or really more like some of the more modern games like Planetary Annihilation, where the art style and the details really nice, and it kind of looks like that. It's got me excited for other games like Homeworld and Homeworld 3 that was just kind of announced. So good stuff going on here in the space world. Let's go with a new vehicle here, the Harvester. We're going to build 2 more of those. We get 1 for free when we build our refinery. And then, of course, they'll go back and forth
constructed.
and mine materials and then bring them back for refinement and so on and so forth. And it looks like
Ship
they
constructed.
automatically move over there, too. They clip through the base a little bit, but I'm not going to complain. That's faster, and so that's good. Actually, let's build even one more, and then we'll start building some ships to defend ourselves. So let's build a couple fly swatters, engulfers.
New ship constructed.
And that'll take most of our materials. We're going to need to build ourselves another power station. But unfortunately, we can't. Oh, no. How are we going to get all those materials? Well, we have to build a storage facility first in order to store all that stuff. And then we can start making a matter generator, which will then start storing all that stuff for us so we can have a higher limit. Right now, we're limited to 200 iron or steel and 200 power. So that's something we'll have to kind of maintain, as well as our fleet. We can actually kind of track the fleet, too. If we press F on the ship, we can kind of follow it around. And that's pretty cool. We can see where the ship is and where it's moving to. Pretty cool. Right. All right, let's go ahead and do a little turn here, and we'll get everyone back together. Great skyboxes or space boxes or whatever you want to call it on this game. I like it. It looks good. Okay, it looks like everybody's ready to mine now. We've got 4 ships going back and forth. One thing I've noticed, too, I don't know if it's in this version of the game, but the sounds are very, very quiet, even when turning them up. They don't seem to save from the menu, so if I go into the pause menu to settings and turn anything up, you can kind of hear it go up a little bit. You listen closely. But there's no option to save from what I've seen. I've tried everything I could to save, and it just kind of seems to reset itself. Oh, now it doesn't, of course, now that I give the example. All right, let's just say it's inconsistent, or I'm crazy, which probably both. All right, so there are little miners here doing a great job on the asteroid. You can see here we've got about less than 10,000 left now, and we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a storage facility as soon as possible, which is now. That'll be a good opportunity then. We'll store that somewhere between the power and the refinery facility. That's going to build itself. We also have some special abilities here, like, for example, the construction boost. We're going to use that now so we can build things faster. Might be recommended to use that at the start because you can almost insta-build your power plant, refinery, storage, and then all of your ships, of course. But you'll need materials in order to kind of maintain those things. But doing this allows you to build much faster, and that's a good thing. In fact, I think we should build a couple more harvesters just to be safe. They're very expensive, but the last thing we want to do is be waiting for materials.
Not enough population.
Okay, so now everything's good here, and we've got our population max, so we now need a habitat station, so we can increase our population by 10. So you can see that's going to take 370 power and 350 metal. So we want to try to build a power station as soon as we can, too. That's going to be very important. We probably want multiple power stations up more than the refineries, because the refineries really held back by the amount of harvesters, and power plants are only limited by the amount of power plants that you build. All right, the enemy's on the way. Let's go ahead and see if we can crush them.
Yes, Admiral.
We'll go ahead and put these guys into Control Group 1.
Yes, Admiral.
Excellent, and we'll see where the enemy's coming from. Looks like a small ship here known as the Fish. So we'll go ahead and get ready to encounter that as soon as he is nearby.
Construction complete.
So we can watch him coming in. And now we know kind of his approach vector. We can tell the boys to zip over and attack that little, what is called a fast frigate. So as soon as that gets close enough, we'll be able to engage it.
Not enough population.
So there goes our ships. Nice. Okay, well, let's go ahead and build that habitat now. And we'll go ahead and plop that down somewhere over here by the, maybe on this side of the ship. Or the base. And there goes our harvesters in a nice little conveyor belt back and forth. We could almost even have more, couldn't we? There we go. There's the habitat being built nicely. Very cool. You can actually see really nice details here.
Under attack.
There's a farm at the top. There's landing pads, and they're creating artificial gravity by rotation. There's a lot of little details here.
Complete.
All right, looks like the boys are firing missiles and rockets, and they're being shotted back.
Reporting.
We can always repair ourselves, too, by bringing the ships to a repair bay. Looks like our ships are firing lasers and missiles, and he was obliterated. Good job, boys. Target down. Well, that was a scout, and he probably radioed back for assistance before we were able to destroy him, so it looks like we're found. That's going to be a bad time for us. No matter what, it always happens, so that's just the name of the game. Let's go ahead and build ourselves, maybe we could build another mining vessel down there somehow. Let's continue going with power, though. I think we should continue our power output first.
Building.
There we go. Then we'll try to build ourselves a surveyor. That's 80 and 80. I wonder if we can put it in a queue. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. So you can see here that we're producing 220 steel
constructed.
and 100 power, so definitely good for us to build another power plant. But
Engines to full.
we'll put it down here and see if we can get towards this
Construction
asteroid.
complete.
If we click on an object, it can move directly to it. Otherwise, if you click, it'll kind of move in the same plane. So if you want a vehicle to move up or down, you kind of got to select something in that direction first to kind of move in that direction. From what I've seen, anyway. Power plant needs another 800 metal. Oh, it's more expensive now. Interesting. I don't remember there being a increase to items like that, but I suppose that's for balancing. All sorts of different vehicles we can build. Eventually will more than likely be overrun, although the game is being really nicely balanced and improved upon and given more things to defend ourselves with, things like the awesome plasma fortress. I can remember that from my last playthrough. That was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and see if we can build ourselves a refinery down here then by the other asteroid, and we'll try to build some defensive turrets down here too. It's a good spot to have a little outpost. So we're a little closer now to the surveyor. It's almost like he's the one preparing or creating this thing. Looks like the enemy's now attacking from back where they were before, back by this planet. So we'll go ahead and get our boys to block them, just in case someone gets around. We can also try to build some turrets at base. Let's actually try to do that to see how it works. Let's try a repeller turret defensive that fires AoE rounds. Let's go with that. We'll put that near here.
Building.
And we'll also try a missile pod too if we can.
Current building not yet finished.
Oh, we have to build one at a time, of course. So we'll go ahead and defend
Admiral.
the actual
Reporting to new
turret.
location.
There we go. So when they attack the turret, we can go out and attack them in return. Ooh, that is a large ship coming in. What is that? A Zabu plant. An abandoned power plant from more prosperous time. Generates 100 power per minute. Requires nearby ship or building for operation. Oh, okay. So we can actually build a little outpost around this thing. A Zabu plant. That's cool. There's 2 enemy ships incoming. Let's see what they are. They're marked differently. One is a beacon ship, and one is a corvette. Okay. I wonder if they'll be sending a Dodge Viper around. I don't know if that still exists nowadays. Who knows? Let's try a missile pod now. Now, these defenses, don't get your hopes up. They're not that great. They're really meant to be like a last line of defense between you and the enemy if they get past your fleet. It's really to try to get small ships that may have broken through the main battle. Eventually, there will be huge, huge battles in this with massive ships going back and forth. So just get ready for that. Looks like we have our second refinery ready, too. I'm going to try to build some more harvesters.
Building.
We'll see if we can build a couple of
Construction
those.
complete.
All right, here comes the enemy rounds.
Base is under attack.
Ship reporting.
They're actually firing at the
Ship
large
constructed.
shipyard, I believe. And look at all those missiles going out. Cool to hear the sounds,
New
too, in
ship
space.
constructed.
Almost sounds like it's underwater warfare. So AoE rounds are being fired off. And missiles are being fired off. Damn, the defenses
Ship
actually
under
did a
attack.
somewhat good job. I don't know if we can actually harvest enemy ships for materials, but that'd be something cool to see in the future if not already implemented. I'd love to see that. Wow, the ship actually did a good job of defending. Okay, excellent. The turrets did a good job. Okay, let's go see where some of these ships are now. I did deploy more harvesters. Oh, look at that. Looks like we got one working from being built before. Let's try to assign a couple of these to
Ready to collect.
this harvester down
Moving to
here. I
destination.
think they'll be smart enough to move to the nearest refinery. So hopefully that's the case. Let's get a couple more
Building.
harvesters going. And we'll hopefully see them all working at full
New ship
capacity.
constructed.
All right, how are we doing with power? I want to keep making more and
Insufficient
more.
metal.
So we need
New
more
ship
metal now.
constructed.
So that means another storage
Not enough
facility.
power.
But that means more power, right? So that's why we're trying to make a little bit more of that. I don't know if buildings have upgrades, but there is information on their shielding and their generation. There are shields on this, and there is the ability to repair. And inside you can see what looks to be they're harnessing the power of storing
Hyperspace exit
full things of
detected.
metal or whatnot. And also, I think they can store power inside some of those minerals, too, using them like
Yes,
that.
Admiral.
All right, well, the enemy is
New
going to eventually
coordinates
start
entered.
coming from multiple
Moving.
positions at a time. So let's go ahead and defend this
Moving.
asteroid down here in our newfound refinery. I don't see the other... Oh, there they are. Yes, they are smart enough to go to the new refinery. Cool. So the new harvesters are going to where they need to go. Let's build a... I like the idea of this photon fortress. I just want to do it just because it sounds sweet. And it's going to be pretty valuable down here. We can build a new storage area down here, kind of away from the base. And this is kind of how we want to do things now. Our big base here would be good for a few more power generators and maybe a few more habitation things with some shields around it. But we got to keep going to the asteroid, so we got to keep moving our base out and further away. So it's going to be good to defend that. Although one thing I'd like to see is the ability for some of these structures to actually move.
Construction complete.
Maybe make it expensive to move them, or they're very, very, very slow.
Harvester under
All right,
attack.
let's see how the plasma fortress works. Heavy anti-defense with 4 photon cannon batteries. Hell yeah. That's a big old fortress there, destroying enemy ships coming right in. Doing some good jobs there. Oh, that looks so cool. Damn, these are just like runners that are coming for scouting. Oh, they're actually zipping us back. They're trying to hit some of the harvesters and or maybe the refinery itself. Okay, we need more harvesters, though. We need to continue on. Now, there's many more tools in this game, you know, hotkeys and whatnot that I have to learn, but the basics are pretty solid in this game. I must say, I've been impressed with this game before, and I want to keep seeing it going in the right direction. And, of course, every time that there's, you know, new features added, it's exciting to come back, and there's always the possibility of sales and new people coming in to try it out for the first time and really falling in love with it. It does really feel a lot like... maybe Planetary Annihilation, but in space. I'm not sure why they've never made a game like that, but this does a good job of at least making it feel somewhat like that. Maybe this is like an unofficial like story or something like that to what happened in those games. All right, let's go ahead and try to build ourselves a couple more ships here. We should probably try a couple of these engulfers and fly swatters and whatnot. Harvesters are being built too. Now, the biggest thing holding us back now is the population. So we've queued those ships up, but as soon as we have habitat stations, which means that we need more storage facilities, we can do that. So it's going to be a little bit of time, but we can queue things up because we'll always need ships because that's our mobile defense, which is our, a good offense, good defense is good offense. So we're going to actually continue to be on the move that way. But we are bringing in plenty of metal now. We've got harvesters going back and forth to 2 different locations. We got fortresses defending them.
So
our economy is really well defended here. We've got a really good thing to defend that. Two turrets, actually. 2 turret batteries. An area up here and in the back.
Complete.
All right, looks like hyperspace exit. Let's go ahead and bring the ships up here. We'll bring them to defend the area there. So eventually we'll be attacked from all sides. The difficulty will ramp up. And as people get more and more used to the game, there'll be more things like that. I really want to try out the ship editor mod, the modification option that comes with the game, and it makes me want to play other games like there's actually a Dreadnought game where you can also build your own Dreadnought that way. But imagine building your very own Death Carrier or like Death Star or an Imperial Cruiser, but in your own style. There's a lot of different ways to customize your ship and stuff too, so it's good to see options, right? It's always good to have options. You always want options. Okay, the enemy's probably going to be crushed again by our Raptorian fighters. Glory to Raptoria. Let's see if we can build ourselves another storage facility. Do we need any more? Looks like we can go max up to 1,000 now. We could do another habitat at 7.7. We could do that, but it's going to be 720 is what we need for that one, so we can build it now. So I believe it's 10 more people per station, so we start with 10 here, and then it's 10 each time you add one. Look at that, man. There's like hydroponic farms here in our initial station, and then there's even more in each additional station. That's so cool. And then they, of course, go between each other with little landing pads. It'd be nice if there was an option to upgrade this main HQ itself and just seeing like tubing and stuff coming off of it. But it's cool to be able to build stuff wherever you want to. All right, here comes all the missiles. All the missiles, all the photons. We also want to spread our ships out a bit, don't we? Because AoE.
New ship constructed.
Moving.
But it's okay. This is just kind of
location.
Demonstration going on here.
Admiral.
Oh, good. Other types of ships coming in. Corvette, good versus heavy ships. Is the enemy bringing in anything heavy? Oh, that's me. A faster scouting Corvette with slightly lower health.
Our base is under attack.
We're going to kill our own self. Uh-oh. Wow, that thing's taking a lot of hits to the nose, though. We're going to try to do 2 of those as well. 2 each. Now, eventually we can unlock medium ships, but that's going to take a pretty penny. So let's first continue to build up our fleet with a lot of little ships. If we do that, it gives us a lot more options to move around. Oh, looks like the repeller turret has been completely destroyed. Dude, that explosion! That was sweet.
Admiral. Awaiting your orders.
Well, the enemy popped 1. Let's go to the Zabu plant and see if we can start making power now. Now that we got a little bit more of a defense, we've got a fleet that we can actually move around. A little fast attack fleet that can go out and defend for us. And we'll defend the fleet too with a few of these thingies here, the docks. And of course, our Photon Fortress, you're not going to need to worry about that. Hey, there's another Zabu down there, too. I will say the mini-map is a little bit of a mess. It is kind of hard to see where everything is and what it is. But I think once you get used to it, you know what to expect. Looks like the enemy's now attacking from that flank. And we are producing the Zabu power now. So it looks like a good idea to go out and grab one of those ASAP. And we're going to go out and...
Admiral?
There's another one down there? Oh, a Zabu mine. Okay, so that's a way to get additional resources. Let's go ahead and get some of the fleet to go down to the mine. So it works so long as something's next to it. That almost seems too easy. It'll start producing electricity or whatnot. A Zabu complex.
Moving.
Oh my goodness. Zabu plant. Oh man. Zabu or Zabu. Wow. Okay, we need more population again. So this is going to be coming down to being a pro player and really like moving quickly and doing a lot of APM in the end, I think. It's going to be really fast to be able to find these things, take advantage of them, know what they do, when they do it.
Ship reporting.
And, you know, try to capture everything. Like, for example, the Zabu mines here that are just attached to asteroids that are automatically refining all those resources. A great way to make money quickly. All right, enemy fleet is on the way. We're going to keep ships near all these locations because we're going to constantly be mining. Let's also defend this habitat here, and we're probably going to have to build another one. We need more fighters, so let's make sure we go down to 0 meters again. Defend our nice little neighborhood here.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, the enemy's being rude.
Target acquired.
Oh, looks like we have a super frigate.
Not enough.
We're going to have to try to hit that. Oh, dude, look at those explosions going back and forth. Lots of rounds coming in. Luckily, we have shields. We may need to try to build something here.
Attack. Building.
Oh, we can actually build a missile defense system so we can stop enemy missiles from coming in.
Constructed. Not
we should build another plasma fortress if we can. We're bringing in plus 110 power. We're making a lot of metal, but we need more power now, so we should probably build yet another power station. So let's try to build yet another one of those.
Awaiting orders.
And we'll kind of defend our thingies here from any stragglers.
Ship reporting.
So these ships are a little small to deal with the current threat. We could try to step up to a different ship. So let's see what we can do for upgrades. Oh, we have shipyard flak. We can actually build flak on the shipyard.
Construction complete.
All right, well, we lost one of the habitats. Nobody's going home tonight, boys. You're going to be sleeping in your ship. All right, so we got ourselves a flak cannon on the actual shipyard now. So we can build defenses. That's good. I don't know where they are exactly, though. Cannon up here, maybe? Oh, yeah, there it is. Little cannon right there. Going to take a long time to destroy that, but luckily we're not being hit too hard. There's just too many ships, though. Too many enemy ships. Boy, that flak is very slow firing. Let's try to do a heavy ship.
Not enough power. Insufficient metal. Not enough.
And then let's see what we can build for the mega launcher. 1,000. Lots of missiles, 2 times missile pod, and a strengthened bulkhead times 3. Wow. Annihilator for 1,000. Dreadnought. Oh, man. I think I may have seen these before, but we definitely need these. We lost one of our ships, unfortunately, but that means I think some of these ships are only 1 population. I'm not sure what it is for population, but looks like our harvesters are actually done with that 1 asteroid that was there, so they're more than likely going down there now. Yeah. So we'll have to keep destroying those and deleting those, or going and finding more of those Zabu mines. That's a good way to do it, too. Oh, yeah, there they are. They're going up to that other asteroid. I thought they were going down, but... Yep, so they're on the run. So the enemy's engaging our fleet, the enemy's engaging our base, the enemy's also engaging our harvesters. They're trying. It's cool that they actually miss. Every time it'd be a hit, it would be kind of not a spectacle to watch, but it is pretty cool to see, you know, like, for example, this vehicle here being wiped out, and boom.
Not enough harvester under attack.
That's awesome. It's really cool. And, of course, these skirmish mode will be fun, too. You know, multiplayer will be played this way, too, where 2 fleets are continuously fighting against each other. There's a longback, a super battle cruiser with lots of hard points. But expensive and slow to build. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's already here.
Our base is under attack.
Well, we could try to build something to destroy the enemy.
Ship constructed.
But yet again, I think we are destroyed. Although this is really for demonstration purposes, and I like the promise of actually building a decent defense here. A couple times practicing on
under
this
attack.
one, I'll kind of know the cadence. You got to kind of keep up with the drum rhythm here. Very easy at the start, 1 ship, 3 ships, and then suddenly full-scale invasion. So it is cool to see this stuff here, though. Look at how big this thing is. It's a massive ship with lots of guns, lots and lots of guns.
Our base is under attack.
Lots of nasty lasers on board. I don't think we
Ship
have enough
under
material to
attack.
build anything. We could try. Let's try our mega launcher, the Annihilator. Let's see, good against medium ships, lots of missiles, base buster. Let's go with the big
Not
boy,
enough power.
the mega launcher. Oh, we need more power though. We're building as much as we can. We want to try to get at least a decent ship up and running. We're getting there though. We need something Hail Mary to save us.
Building.
All right,
Our
we're built.
base is under attack.
Let's build the mega cruiser and get the construction
Ship
boost
under
going.
attack.
We lost yet another
New ship
habitat.
constructed.
Oh yeah, baby. There we go.
Reporting in. Underway, sir. Understood, sir.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. Underway.
Insufficient metal.
Underway.
Okay, let's see what we can do with our lovely new mega launcher. Let's see those missiles go. Wow, it looks like a damn space Cadillac. Look
base
at
is
that.
under
Look at the
attack.
grill on that one. Pimp moving right
Ship
through. Look at
under
those. They're
attack.
like torpedoes. They're like
Hyperspace
torpedo bays.
exit detected.
So we're still being attacked while we're also... Oh yeah, there we go. That's sweet. So we're being attacked from a previous wave while now also dealing with a current wave. So we'll see how well we can actually
enough
fight these
power.
off. Still producing a lot of power.
Yes, Admiral?
Let's see if we can build another one of these bad boys. We're going to need about 1,000 power again, though. So we're still charging
Our
the batteries.
base is
And
under
finally,
attack.
glory to Raptoria. We did
Ship
it. My
under
goodness.
attack.
Enemy super cruiser there destroyed. That's great. Enemy repair cruiser, so we could probably build one ourselves. The fortress delaying the enemy, buying us a lot of time down there. That heavy fortress doing a good job of taking a lot of enemy fire and distracting them. The enemy ship there was focused on that for quite some time.
Reporting in.
Now we have our Annihilator ready.
Underway.
So we have a mega launcher and an Annihilator here. The Annihilator, I think I misclicked on it. It's a base
Our
buster.
base is under attack.
But if the enemy tries to
Ship
build
under
anything, we got him.
attack.
Yes,
And
sir.
it's probably
Underway.
good for other things too.
Understood.
New
Underway.
ship
Keep fighting the
constructed.
enemy fleet. Oh, look at those guns. Oh, one of those hits, that thing's got to be dead. Looks like we landed a hit there. Nice. Okay, let's try a Dreadnought now, a mixed loadout.
Not enough power.
Oh, we're actually
Insufficient
low on
metal.
power again. And insufficient metal from the constant distance that the harvesters have to go. And they're under
Ready
constant
for
attack,
orders.
too. There goes our
base is
missiles.
under attack. Ship under attack.
Oh, nice. That thing's going to get overwhelmed. Ooh, nice. It's cool how the repair ships also have the ability to defend themselves a bit. The Tasharan, capable of delivering overwhelming firepower. Dude, I like how they're bringing in some big ships early to let us get a glimpse at them and feel good about destroying them. And towards the end, that's when it's going to get more desperate because we're probably going to have to destroy 10 of them at once instead of just like 1 or 2 at a time.
Our
I do
base
like these
is
big
under
ships,
attack.
though. They really are what
Ship under
was cool
attack.
about Planetary Annihilation, dealing with some of these ships like this. Let's see, what else do we have access to? We could do
Building.
unlock escalation of synergizer. Okay, so there's other types of support buildings and other types of ships that can help out with fighting. Titan Killer versus heavy ships. Oh, it's a Corvette versus heavy ships. Let's build a couple of those. Let's build 4 of those and see how it goes.
Our base is under attack.
There we go.
Ship under attack.
We want more dreadnoughts.
New ship constructed.
I thought these were
Building.
supposed to be cruisers. And they also kind of look somewhat similar too,
New
but
ship constructed.
again, remember these are just the base models. We are more than
Yes, Admiral.
welcome to go and
Weapons
build our
hot.
own
New
designs.
ship
And look at how
constructed.
sweet that looks. Within just a matter of minutes, we've got all this sweet missile launching and explosions and firefights going on. Oh, dude, that's cool. Yeah, of course, in space, things are kind of just supposed to be
Our
smoke
base
and
is under
quiet or
attack.
whatnot, but it's got to be like Star Wars.
Ship
It's got to make
under attack.
noise and
Ship
flash and be cool. It's got to be almost like the end of War Games, where Matthew Broderick and everyone else is standing in the DEF CON control room and things are just blinking as the computer is playing tic-tac-toe, essentially, to defeat itself. And that's kind of how it's supposed to go down. Oh, dude, now we're seeing a huge fleet here. And they're continuously pounding us. There is no letting up. There's no time for
Awaiting
breathers.
your orders.
No time for breaks here.
Orders
Our
understood.
base is
Ready
under
for
attack.
Make sure we're
understood,
continuously
sir.
hitting
Ship
those.
under attack.
Let's try some more Titan Killers.
Building.
Give me all those. Give me everything
New
you
ship
got.
constructed.
Ship reporting. Target acquired. Ship reporting.
Ship
I think our
constructed.
ships are also smart enough to start hitting these ships early. Like, I think when they're coming out,
New
they
ship
are
under
attacking.
attack.
Alright, we want another dreadnought. We want a mixed loadout,
ship
but we got to get to
constructed.
1,000. So we'll see how long we can hold out for.
New ship constructed is under attack.
Yeah, we're holding for as long
Ship
as we
under
can.
attack.
Dude, this is cool. When the skirmish mode is available, this will be a lot
New
more
ship
interesting to
constructed.
see once the enemy's fleet has been pushed aside, what it'll be like to
New
actually
ship
attack
constructed.
their base or something like that. So here's a great example of us generating some power
Harvester
here.
under attack. Population.
I wonder if we are automatically getting this power or if we need to go and get this somehow. Like, do we need to do anything for that? There is a tutorial that does cover some of those things, but I don't know if it goes into the acquisition of
under
storage
attack.
of that power. I think it's just all over, just like a plus 120, like no matter where you build your base.
Our base is under attack.
Imagine building multiple bases here.
reporting.
The Raptorian fleet is
Reporting to new
strong.
location. Engaging enemy.
Despite taking a lot of hits, we're still fighting here. We can build some more habitats.
Harvester under attack.
Now, we've lost a lot of harvesters, which is why we have more room to actually build our fleet. Maybe that's what you want to do early, is try to go straight into economy, build power plants and harvesters and storage, and then flip right
Ship
over to
under
ships.
attack.
And then as the enemy is destroying your harvesters, ramp down production and ramp up your war machine, and see if you can kind of keep on holding and expanding to capture the Zabu positions then. Because that'll take a little bit of time to go out and find, and then eventually conquer those. Look at
Our
the missiles
base
and
is
stuff
under
coming
attack.
back and forth.
Harvester under attack.
We're kicking ass. What is that thing? Named after the moon, that the planet where the mankind originated. What? Lunaria? You mean lunar? I don't know. Anyway,
Ship under
orbital
attack.
cruiser there. Repeater cannon, galactic repeater cannon. Oh, it's got multiple. Okay, so it lists each weapon that it has. So 3 Ooh, look at that. That looks sweet. Looks like fireworks going off, dude. This literally is like fireworks. It's a very beautiful display, despite whatever team is winning. It is cool to watch and to listen to all the explosions.
Hyperspace exit detected.
There we go. Beautiful. Alright, well, more ships are on their way. I think eventually we're going to be overrun here, but we are still able to kind of produce a lot of materials. If we're producing a lot of power, we can convert some of that over to energy via the energy or the matter generator.
Building.
So essentially this is kind of like an endless loop now. Produce enough power, then you can produce metal. With metal you can produce more power plants, and then you can go on, so on and so forth, and capture the other positions if needed to continuously pump out electricity and metal. It's pretty cool. The bigger your base, I think, the more at risk you are. The enemy's pushed us back pretty good now.
Complete.
But we can build more of those photon batteries, which aren't too expensive. 500 is not a bad price to pay for something that has an immense amount of hit points, and
Our
can, of
base
course,
is under attack.
track the enemy away. Ooh, now we got some big stuff coming in. The Star Eater. What?
Yes, Admiral.
Ship under
New
attack.
coordinates
Let's go deal with him.
Engaging enemy.
4-time repeater cannon. Oh, wow. Alright, here they come. Oh, dude. One hell of a battle now. Wow, look at this.
Construction complete.
From humble beginnings to massive warfare. Glory to Raptoria.
Our base is under attack.
We'll go ahead and see if we can take this thing down, and we'll call it a day. Now they're, of course, targeting the plasma
Ship under attack.
fortress, which is way better than them hitting our base. Wow, look at the amount of hits that thing is taking. No phalanx fire coming in, no attempt to even stop our missiles. Got a lot of missiles and lasers hitting that thing. That thing is taking some hits. There's no way to see its health or shield. It would be nice if there was kind of a visual way to tell, but that's okay. Trying to get back on our feet with a habitat.
Build ship under attack.
Want to try to get our population up a little bit more and continuously build ships.
Building.
Let's go with some small ones. Maybe we should just order 2 of everything.
Population.
Build it whenever. I guess you could queue up orders here and then focus on trying to get resources, and then ships will be created no matter what. Your base is going to be constantly under attack, so
Our
every
base
time
is
that you
under
finish a
attack.
ship, it's just one more defender.
Ship constructed. Building.
And another target away from the main shipyard. Wow, look at that. That ship didn't last very long, did it?
New ship constructed.
And we are still working on these ships here. It looks like we got the Star Eater. Wow. I don't even know what wave we're on. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Wow, let's see a little bit of the fire for a little while. It looks nice to see. Let's wait till one of these ships are destroyed. Oh, and there it goes. Glory to Raptoria. Our base has been battered, but our fleet is strong. Glory. Lots of hyperspace exits, and here comes the enemy fleet. Oh, boy.
Attacking.
The Wave Def Boss, intimidating warship, uses updated design from the Third Solar Conflict. What the hell is this?
Harvester under attack.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's a big girl right there. Just crawling in like that. Oh, wow. Launching missiles against our massive refinery down there. Oh, launching missiles top and bottom. Dude. Look at that thing. Love the lighting behind it, too. Now, what's scary is not just this thing, but what's scary is that there's probably going to be 1,000 of these things. Like, there's going to be 1 million of those called up against us, and it's going to be insane.
New coordinates entered.
All right, boys. Hit it with everything you got.
Insufficient metal.
Keep pumping them out. Now, obviously, we're supposed to do more stuff at the base management, but we're just kind of here to see a show. Look at all those ships waiting and firing missiles. Oh, man. That thing is the size of our actual shipyard. This thing must have come from a shipyard 2 times this size, at least. Imagine the enemy's base. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. This thing is going to devastate us. I don't even think we could build a... Yeah, I don't think we could even build a... Well, there's our matter maker. I guess that doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, there it goes. The enemy doesn't want us to have that, that's for sure. We could try to build another plasma fortress. But I think once we have 500 metal, it's just all going to be gone. Yeah, go ahead and cancel all of our plans and hopes and dreams are canceled, boys. There's no way we're going to be able to make enough metal. Oh, well, never mind. I guess we are. Well, we'll do a plasma fortress again, but that's about it. This thing is just going to rip right through the base. All right. Wow, look at how cool that looks.
Ship under attack.
Look at that ship going like towards the planet. It's cool. It looks like an invasion, like we're the last thing from stopping an invasion on the actual planet. It could be the planet of Arizona. Look at that. A desert planet. Maybe a gas planet. Who knows? Alright, so let's take a look at this health here. It's got health regen on it too, or shield regen. We can spend points on that for these types of things. That's the capability of some of these.
Insufficient metal.
So we can spend money and like boost some shields on things if we need to. Something that we hadn't been doing before.
Insufficient metal.
But yes, we can pay electricity and metal in order to essentially upgrade and make a shield. That's kind of like the Iron Curtain or whatnot from Red Alert. Well, that's it, boys. I think that's going to be a rip on us. Stay tuned and watch next time for more Stellar Warfare. Big shout out to the dev for their passion and their constant improvements. I like it. I want to support independent people and smaller teams that are really changing the industry and or bringing us back to a time of different types of RTSs at yet a more affordable price. And of course, as we improve these games, we always give feedback. They're a smaller team, so they're more likely to listen rather than getting hung up in the corporate jumbo and whatnot. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Check it out on Steam, and I will see you all next time.